Hello and welcome to the Speediest Championship Race 1 of the GT4s. We are a bit late because of technical difficulties, but I hope we are fine. And it seems like I'm still having difficulties, but we'll be figuring those out, so it's fine. Need to get my setup working. So currently, Justin Van Housen is in the lead, it seems, with the Ginetta 666 car, wide open racing team car. Also, we are in Monza today. I'll be saying everything in a few minutes, but we'll be having a break between the two sessions so I can talk then. But now, I think we should focus on the racing action. So Justin Manhausen is currently first with an astonishing lead, in my opinion. He is already 4 seconds ahead of everyone. He finished P5 in the GT3 championship just a week ago. And now he seems to be the fastest in the GT4 league. We only have 7 drivers today, but I mean, it's expected as it is a smaller racing championship than the GT4s. Not sure if my auto camera is working. While in the back we can see Stefan Visser in the other Ginetta car. Seems like they are teammates, Stefan Visser and Justin Van Housen now, as they both race with the wide open racing cars. Maybe not, maybe yes, but I think they are just using the in-game race cars. He's currently chasing down a new driver. We have 2 new drivers on the grid today, compared to the GT3s weeks ago. We have the Arcangelo and Lucier. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing those names right. I'm sure I sure hope so. And I hope that the Twitch stream is actually live. Yes, it is. So the GT4 series seems to be full of action at the moment. Currently, Chime Paranyape, the Indian driver who is on a keyboard still, is currently taking 4th position. Then Srinjay Das playing on a controller. P5, P6 is Ollie Shefford, the McLaren, and then a newcomer, last place, Chevy. But I think we should go back to the race for P2. Arcangelo seems to be from Korea. By the name, I would have guessed Italian, though. When the Ginetta is trying to... Oh, he's trying to look for a gap on the inside. He's not letting that BMW to take the optimal lane. And Visser, I think he will be having enough soon. He'll go for some more aggressive moves. Oh, the BMW makes a mistake! And the Ginetta goes up on the inside at the end of the chicane. And now they are side by side into the next corner. But the BMW seems to be having a better lane just by a meter. Visser decides to just stay in the slipstream as he doesn't really have a chance of overtaking at the moment. sorry for the graphics as well. We're currently having some problems because we have a new setup, but everything should be better than it was actually. So hopefully we can solve that for Wednesday. But the Ginetta is just on the tail of that BMW, but the BMW has a greater straight line speed. Ginetta is great in the corners, but it cannot catch the BMW on the straights, seems. Might be just the setup issue. And Visser goes a bit wide, picks up some gravel. Sadly, we couldn't see GT4s on the weekend, on this weekend. You rewatch the lives, I mean, I'm not sure how much we actually captured, but we were at the Hungaroring on the GT Open, and we actually have some quite interesting stories. I'll be sharing them in a video on YouTube, so stay tuned for that. I'm not sure when. I think it will be a week, 2 weeks from now, as we have a lot of things to manage and we are quite a small team. But we hope to give the best or the fullest to our abilities. But of course, we have lives as well, so yeah, it's a bit hard to manage as of now. We are also hiring some new commentators. Let's see, the chat is on here at the moment. Justin Van Housen is still keeping that lead. Already 6.3 seconds ahead of everyone else, or at least P2. And in the back, Ollie Shepard seems to be catching J. Das. Only 3 seconds behind the Indian. Back to the Hungaroring. On the first day, we mainly got sunburn. we couldn't really do much. We were mainly filming some videos, doing some pictures, and we actually missed the paddock walk, but it was still quite nice. We also will be also having a giveaway. We've brought a Michelin tire, a used Michelin tire from the Porsche Cup, which will be given out for a giveaway. So join our Discord if you want to win a used Michelin tire as a decoration. In addition to your garage, maybe you can make a coffee table out of that. We'll be soon making Instagram posts as well. It's only nearly 15 minutes left of the race. It seems like the Arcangelo, or yeah, I cannot pronounce now. I'm so sorry. He seems to be making a gap to Stefan Visser as of now, but maybe Visser is just trying to save his tires. I mean, still halfway through the race. Thank you, Spotter. As I said, the game isn't set up properly yet. I usually have the reshade downloaded as well, so the game looks way better. I don't think that the graphics are at the max. Let's take a look at the drivers at the back. Not sure why they have the driver's tag. I guess it happens. Yeah. I think you can see that we were at the Hungaroring and not setting up the stream. I mean, I just made the transition today as well, so wasn't easy. The Chevy running in the slow team. Hope he gets better soon. Because I'd love to see an American car in the mid pack at least fighting. Because this Chevy just sounds amazing. Not sure, can you hear me properly? Stefan Visser, appreciate this garbage. Use your NVIDIA control panel. Thank you very much. I'll do that. In the break in like 13 minutes. I also couldn't talk about our sponsors, and my headset is dying. Well, yeah. I have to get a charger. But I'm still here, I'm still watching the race, and I'm still commentating. So Stefan Visser is starting to lose time over the Angelo, or Angelo, I'm not sure. Still, the pronunciation isn't the best. Oh! Jaden goes over the curbs. Hope that he doesn't get a penalty for going off the track too much. But I think he should be a bit more careful with that. Well, Justin Van Housen is, I think, his lead. And Ollie Shefford arrived at Strange J Das's back bumper. He was the one who was one of the most excited drivers about this championship, and he makes a move on the inside. He forces Strange J Das off the track. There was contact in between the two. It seems like Ollie Shefford made the overtake. My question is, will there be an answer from Strange J Das? I'm not sure what the plan was from neither from Strange J Das or Ollie Shefford there. Strange J Das came at way higher speeds than Ollie Shefford, and Ollie Shefford was way too slow, in my opinion. So both drivers were acting kind of unnatural. That could have caused a big incident. Could have resulted in Strange J Das hitting the rear end of Ollie Shefford's car. So this was the fight. This was the fight for P5. Ollie Shefford already made 0.6 second gap in front of Strange J Das. While Stefan Visser looking to get back to it again. Maybe, maybe not. Still running slower laps than the Arcangelo. Seems like the Ginethas will be biggest competitors for the championship fight. At least it seems like in this early stage of championship. It is race 1 and season 1. Nothing's decided yet, but the Ginethas seem to be dominating for Monza. Justin Mahausen is currently in P1. In the second Ginetta is Stefan Visser, who's currently P3. But I think we should take BMW into account as well, as it had one of the fastest top speeds in long straights. Big advantage, of course. But as I said, that might be just a setup thing. Justin has an easy race, says Stefan. I mean, yes, he's already 10 seconds ahead of Arcangelo. Stefan Visser also says that was dirty. Ollie Shefford, is he catching up to Chinmay Paranape? That's my question. He's currently 11 seconds behind, so I do not think so. But he still has an advantage as he is driving with a wheel. Chinmay Paranape is driving with a keyboard. But taking the helmet camera, like he's overslowing the car into the chicanes. Driving a bit slower than Chinmay Paranape. But Justin Van Housen is currently still the fastest man on track. 2 seconds ahead of that BMW. Also couldn't even talk about track temperatures. It's quite warm, not as warm as it was on the Hungaroring. I think we hit 38 degrees. And the track was even hotter than that. It was over 40. So I'm not saying drivers were struggling with overheating issues, but definitely did not do good for the tires. But currently it's optimal temperatures. It's 36 degrees. The track is only 36 degrees. So Justin Manhausen is still in the lead. I mean, that's not really surprising. Sorry for pointing out these facts. What else could we talk about? I mean, we could talk about the Hungaroring and the race that took place this weekend. Don't know why. My broadcasting software isn't working, but that's most probably just a setup issue from my side. Not sure if you can even hear the cars. Wait. So desktop audio was of course muted. So Justin Manhausen starting his penultimate lap. Maybe not even that, maybe he'll go 3 laps. noticed that he's the only one who's running sub 20-minute times. Oh, 2-minute times. Cannot speak. 20 minutes would be a bit too much. Is there any other battle on track currently? It seems like the only one who could be battling is Stefan Visser. He's currently P3 and taking home a podium today, probably as Chinmay Paranyape. Behind him is 60 seconds behind, but it shows it does for me. Okay. Well, that is strange. Probably Sprinche Das is a lapped car and I disconnected and connected again. Lost track. Oh, and there's a yellow flag. Ollie Shefford. Shefford spun around in the chicane. Let's see, what was that yellow flag about? Oh, he just used too much brakes and then accelerated quite fast. Lost the back end of that car.
Alright man, the leader is on the final lap. Give it a final push.
Justin Manhausen just started his final lap. At least the game thinks so. I'll be doing some setups during the break and also advertising. The second race will be a reverse grid race. That's what will be interesting for me. I mean, Justin Manhausen starting from the back end of the grid and the Chevy starting from the front. Quite interesting. Justin Manhausen coming to the last corner. I think he'll be going for another lap. But I might be wrong, of course. But I think he will. He is going for another lap. It isn't over. So white flag is in the air, guys. Last lap of the GT4's first race. And the guy was P5 in the GT3 series. Was also always the consistent driver, but he wasn't fastest on track. Well, he is now. Seems like he found himself a good car. So now, coming to the last corner. Now, Justin Van Housen flashing his lights.
Leader has finished the race.
Finishes the race in P1 with the fastest lap in his pocket as well, counting for the extra point. Still one race to go, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll still watch the other drivers coming in. We still have a Strange Das, who has a serious chance of overtaking Ollie Shefford on the last lap. They are side by side. And Strange Das goes through with the overtake, but can he defend that position? McLaren breaks a bit later, but it doesn't matter, as Strange Das has the better line. And if he can keep that position during the last corner, he will claim P5. He's still slow in this corner, this last corner. And will it be a photo finish? The two cars side by side, but Strange Das takes it away. What a race. What a race. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we even had a photo finish. But now, quick shout out to our sponsors, because we couldn't do that the last time. So our first sponsor for today is Track Racer. Wanna buy any sim racing gear, please do it at Track Racer and use our links so that we can get some commissions, as they are our affiliate partner. So if you decide to buy something, or you want to get some new gaming gear, gloves, accessories, anything, even turnkey simulators, please do it at Track Racer. Then our second sponsor for today is Rogue Energy. If you wanna buy some energy drink or hydration drink powders and shakers, please do it at Rogue Energy and use the code TheSpeediot42 for a 10% discount. Thank you very much. And one last thing, of course, I couldn't make the graphics for that, but we actually have a new sponsor debuting at Speediot. We have ACC TV and all the apps that are connected to it. So if you would like to use some broadcasting software, or if you are looking for some kind of other softwares that are for the for ACC, please check them out. But now we'll be going for the reverse grid race, if I can. Rinjay Das says, Clubby, please watch my car in the last lap. I beg you all to watch it in the replay. We saw Das. So, can I start a reverse grid race? What is happening? Give me a quick second, and also like drivers to join back in, because for some reason the server threw them off, and me as well, of course. Report results, qualifying. And we just started the reverse grid race. There, a reverse grid race. Because they cannot see. And I can't either. Now, okay. Okay, so they'll have 5 minutes of free practice, and then we'll be going for the reverse grid race. And it seems like we have all the drivers. Thank God. So Justin Mahausen, Chinmay Paranyape, Stefan Visser, Srinjay Das, the Arcangelo, Ollie Shepard, and Lucier. Okay, so now, let's see if cameras are working once again. Of course, they aren't. Again, setup issue on my side. Just give me a quick second, and I'll be doing the video settings. And now we have the best graphics settings, and now I hope it will be better. The drivers are still doing some practice before the next race, or they can just calm down, you know, have a 5-minute break, grab some snacks, and I think you guys should too, as we'll be starting a reverse grid race packed with action. So half an hour once again. Hope that everything will be fine. But the autopilot camera is not working for me. We will be doing something about that. So current point standings are again, give me a second while you can see the two Ginettas making some great formation. I guess it's even good as a picture. I'll just quickly leave the highlights and the replay. So we will be seeing a reverse grid race today, thank God. By the way, I'll be checking the chat, I'm sorry. New season hype, says Vincent Seitz in the chat. Thank you for being here. Vanhausen is cooking here. Yes, he is. Found himself in the GT4s. Cap says hello, hello to you too. Hello, cannot speak. Hello to you too as well. Oh, there's 2 races. Yes, there is. There's a reverse grid race after the normal one. Man, AC isn't working. I can't start any race, so no NASCAR for me. Ah, shite. For sites, I hope that you can manage though. Um, NASCAR will be on Friday, so hope you can figure something out. Until then, Justin from last place? Yes, Justin will be running from last place. Also, thank you, Stefan. He said that just go and play iRacing. Don't bother with AC. True. I mean, but AC is free. Also, Chime Paranyape is Cap in the chat. Yeah, it was a long time. But thank you. Thank you for saying it. AC is also good. Yeah. I know. I mean, it's free. We didn't want to start an iRacing league because, we are a small community. And I'm not sure if people would like to buy all the tracks that they need. So I figured nearly everyone has Seto Corsa, and the mods are free. So I hope we'll be having some good fun. I've tried the cars, and compared to NASCAR Heat, I was playing NASCAR Heat a lot. Compared to that, it was actually quite fine. And we'll be racing not just on ovals, so don't just say, oh, it's so hard to turn left. We'll be racing on rovals, and we'll be having one dirt race at Bristol, and we'll be having 3 or 4 road courses as well. So I think it will be just as interesting as any other season. And I mean, the dirt race will be a struggle for a lot of people, but it is a heritage in NASCAR. Okay, so now we are coming to the starting grid. Still 2 minutes to start, and I'll be giving you a quick rundown of the cars. So let's start our grid walk. Can I start my grid walk? No, I can't. Okay. So then I'll have to do some setup for Wednesday so that Porsche Cup will actually be normal. So, starting from excuse me. Starting from pole position is Jaden Lucier. Then starting from P2 will be Ollie Shefford. I said Ollie Shefford. So starting from P2 is Ollie Shefford. Then P3 will be Srinjay Das. P4 Chinmay Paranyape. P5 is Stefan Visser. P6 is Valerio Di Arcangelo. And his beautiful BMW. And then last but not least, the fastest man on track currently, Justin Vanhausen. So 6 seconds to start the long formation lap. I think I know why the cameras aren't working. Until then, I'll check that out. What happened to Lucier? He missed the start. So Lucier is warming up his tires. Hopefully he's finishing in a better position than he was last race. But I guess it got him pole position and also 6 points. Current scoring is yeah. The current scoring is 25 points for Justin Van Housen. Then the Arcangelo took 20 points. Then P3, who was Stefan Visser, took 15 points. Then P4, Chinmay Paranyape took 12. P5, Ring J Das took 10 points. Then in okay, let's just keep it for later because my broadcasting overlays suck at the moment. Guess I'll have to redo them soon. Let's just focus on the restart for now. So soon they'll get going. I don't see anyone sticking to the back bumper of Lucier yet. They should be piling up just now. Lucier seems to be going a bit too fast. McLaren and all the others are a bit further down. Not sure if he'll be gaining a penalty. I mean, we already saw Ricky Chiesa get a penalty in Spa for going just a bit too fast. And he got a drive-through penalty, ruining his race at Spa. Although he was the fastest man on track, he couldn't convert that pole position to a race win. But now, coming up to the start-finish straight, the main straight. And green, green, green! Drivers have started the race. You already see the BMW at the back making moves. And also Justin Van Housen is already up to P4. Oh, and Lucier brakes a bit too fast. And already three cars pass him, but Strange Das goes off track because of a contact with Lucier. Now I think Justin Van Housen just passed Lucier, yes. And Stefan Visser is leading the race. There's a race between him and Valerio, of course. We've already seen the two battling in race 1. Once Rinjay Das goes wide again. While Oli Sheffert and Chinmay Paranyape are battling. Chinmay Paranyape goes for an overtaking move on the outside. And he completes it. Something's wrong with Oli Sheffert's car. I think it's a setup issue. It might be just some driver side issue. But back to the battle for P1. Oh, Valerio nearly running into the back end of that Ginetta. The Ginetta comes back. Defends with an undercut. The BMW, of course, is faster on the straights. As we can see, he's coming from the slipstream. And the BMW makes the move. Wasn't a flyby overtake, but he makes it done. Or he gets it done. While Justin Van Housen arriving and hopes to claim P1 once again. So Valerio, with only 3 minutes in the race, is currently leading. While Lucier is stuck in P4. Quite nice compared to how far back down he was before. He didn't get overtaken by neither Srinjay Das, Chinmay Paranyape, and Oli Sheffert. They can seem to find their pace. He's stuck with Justin Van Housen for the moment. Seems to be finding his pace at Monza. Didn't have too much time to prepare for the race. I think he was one of the 2 guys who just signed up today. So I don't think he was practicing a lot. We can see he runs a bit too wide. But that doesn't matter, as he still sticks with Stefan Visser. Sorry, that's not even Justin Van Housen. That's Stefan Visser. What happened to the 69 car? Seems like nothing. There was an accident involving 28 car. It was just after the race start. That was just a bit of touching, but nothing that caused big harm. Seems like. It was just Rinjay Das going into the gravels. Oh, and Lucier follows Stefan Visser, who goes into the gravel trap. It seems like there's a battle for the lead. Justin Van Housen arrived. Can that BMW defend for 25 minutes straight? Seen it done, but I'm not sure if it can be done at the moment. Side by side, the 2 cars. The BMW takes the better lane, and he still cannot catch up with that Ginetta. Oh, what is happening? Kelly Cam is going crazy, but the BMW defends his position. What is happening to Ollie Shefford? Well, Ollie Shefford is being labbed. Seems like this race didn't go his way. And that BMW is still in the lead. I've seen someone defend really good. Ravis racing car was defending against one of the Audis at the Hungaroring this weekend on the Saturday race. They were battling for I think more than 5 minutes, 5-10 minutes, even more, because that battle was going on for at least 6 laps. And is the BMW making a gap? Justin Van Housen is already 1 second down. Did Justin Van Housen take a hit? But still, Justin Van Housen is overall driving better. He's already only 0.3 seconds behind that BMW. So another lap defending. The most interesting race or battle on track is here. There's also one for P3. Jaden Lucier is quite close to Stefan Visser. Will we be seeing his first overtake? While the BMW makes a mistake, giving Justin Van Housen just enough room to catch on. And now he's coming in the slipstream. Although I would be quite careful with that. He might be overheating his brakes. To be honest with you guys, GT4s seem quite fun. Didn't expect to see this much action. And again, coming to the last corner. And the Ginetta is getting closer once again. The BMW has one advantage. It's a slight bit faster on the straight. Not in the slipstream. Not in the slipstream though. They're kind of the same speed now. Because of the slipstream. Oh, and he makes a mistake once again in the chicane. But he stopped just at the wrong place, so Justin Van Housen couldn't overtake him. So, bumper to tail. They are coming to the next chicane. The BMW is taking a kind of defensive lane. It wasn't aggressively defensive, but it was defensive enough so that Justin Van Housen didn't throw his car in. Now he didn't slip. Can he keep this lead? Been defending for over 5 minutes. 4 more of this, and then he can walk home with a P1 trophy, or first position trophy. Does he have the mental power to do that? They are quite close once again. Closest they have ever been in this straight. And this is bad news for the BMW driver. This is bad news for Valerio, and he goes wide. He runs wide into the corner. And he gets overtaken by Hausen. Or Justin Hausen now. So used to the GT3 name. And now his name is only Justin Hausen. But the BMW strikes back. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I was watching the live timing. The BMW struck back, and he is in P1 once again. If I were him, I would be. I would try to make the biggest gap I can in the first 2 sectors and just spray in the last one. There is nothing else he can do. He's defending his ass off from what I can see, and he kicks the back end. Side by side, the 2 cars. BMW driver hangs on. Will they apply side drafting? I mean, it's quite hard to do here. They don't have spoilers, they have wings. It still work. So now Justin Hausen made the overtake. And he's breaking the slipstream. And that BMW isn't made for high-speed cornering. He'll be left out. He cannot keep that P1. And Justin Hausen completes the overtake. What is happening? The BMW is way faster coming into the corner. He needs a really, really good exit. You just stay on the tail of Justin Hausen. Well, in the back, Jaden Lucier is also getting gabbed by Stefan Visser. I don't know what to say. He nearly showed us a defensive masterclass. Just couldn't get it done. He's still quite close. Don't believe the overlays because he is only... No, he's actually 1.3 seconds behind. He needs to figure something out for the last corner, otherwise Justin Hausen will be stepping on the gas and he won't stop until he sees the checkered flag. He's once again slower in this corner. Not even by a little bit. He's slower by 0.3 of a second. And Justin Hausen does the fastest lap of the session. I do not know what to say. The only thing I can say is Justin Van Housen did what he had to do, and he's in P1 once again, starting from last, and it only took 15 minutes for him to complete all of the overtakes he needed to make the perfect weekend come true. Oh, and the BMW makes a mistake. He runs wide and touches some grass. He's flashing his lights, hoping that he can confuse Justin Van Housen. Seems like Stefan Visser is catching up. Or is he? He seems to be, according to live timing. Still 11, 12 minutes left of the race, so anything can happen. I don't want to say anything or predict anything, because it might happen, it might not, but I don't want to have the stone of the commentator's curse on my shoulders. And that BMW just cannot keep up. And no fake info, Stefan Visser isn't catching up just yet. And he still has an 8-second gap to the BMW ahead of him. So while we are at it, I'll tell you some tales from the Hungaroring. Well, first of all, we got the Michelin tire, as I didn't promise, but I wanted to make it happen. It was really, really hard to get it out, guys, because it counts as something that you cannot take from the track. Because the tires contain substances that aren't allowed to, be handed out to people. According to Hungarian law, you can do it anywhere else. You can do it in Spa, you can do it in Zolder, you can do it in Paul Ricard. Nobody has a problem with it, except the Hungaroring. So doesn't matter. We made it happen. So thank you for the Michelin guys, and we'll be having a giveaway. So stay tuned for that. I'll be posting about it on Instagram as well, and I think it will be on YouTube. But there will be a giveaway. We also took a left front fender from a Porsche Cup Benelux or Porsche Benelux car in lap 1, turn 1. The car crashed into the guy ahead of him, and the whole front of the car was kind of trashed. And we actually saw it next to a trash can. So we just decided to take it. I think you already saw the post if you're following us on Instagram that we took it on the metro, even. And I hope that other guys are posting about it as well, so that we can grow as a channel. I don't even mind them calling me an idiot. I am a speediot. And imagine me and Lully taking 2 Michelin tires and Porsche left front fender on the train, on the metro, and on the bus. At least we got into some good conversations. So Justin Van Housen is still lapping fastest on track, while Stefan Visser is still losing out. I thought he was catching up because for a second it showed 7.5 seconds. Only 7.5 seconds behind Valerio. Every one of the drivers seem to be gapped out, so we'll be going for a quick ad break and see you at the checkered flag. Hello and welcome back from the ad break. With only 6 minutes left in the first round of the championship, we are coming back for Valerio, giving us a heart attack by kicking the back end of that BMW in the first chicane, in the first corner combination. But he is still holding on to his second place, even with this mistake. And he didn't even lose a lot of time to Stefan Visser. I don't know what Justin Van Housen ate for breakfast, but I've never seen him race this good. Yes, he was preparing for Monza. He wanted to show how good of a driver he is. And he wanted to do it on the first occasion, so in the GT4s. Our first season of GT4s. While Valerio is going a bit wide, hoping to get a chance to catch Justin Van Housen. He just doesn't have the front or rear downforce. Make that corner as fast as Justin Van Housen can. While Lucier is driving in P4. not even last. Doing great for now. Although he is 10 seconds behind Stefan Visser. What is happening with J. Das, Ollie Shefford? They are still on track. They're just a bit further behind. I think they had to pit. They're both 3 laps. 3 laps behind. Ollie Shefford is 2 laps. Ollie Shefford is 2 laps behind Chinmay Parnyape, and Srinjay Das is 3 laps behind Ollie Shefford. Did I say Srinjay Das first time as well? Doesn't matter. Although Ollie Shefford is very visually struggling. I am not sure what is happening to his car. Also, because we had difficulties, I couldn't really set up Discord. I would have been joined by Jakub Bienek. But next time we can commentate together. I'm extremely sorry about that. That's an issue on my side and on this video's side. We were too busy with setting up the streams for the Hungaroring and actually being there and filming. So I'm extremely sorry about that. Also, another interesting story before we get into the last lap of the race. I actually went into the com box at the Hungaroring and talked with a Eurosport commentator, Lanti, and most probably don't know him, guys. He's a Hungarian commentator at Eurosport, and I could actually talk to him and get advice, and it was quite calming what he said. He said that everything comes with practice. Of course, I knew that, but you know, when we run out of words as commentators, comes with practice. And I think it is getting better and better by the day. I talk way more than I was before, and I'm not just a backgrounder, you know, a fill-in commentator. But everyone has to start somewhere. While Justin Vanhausen is starting his last lap. I think it actually camera from Justin Vanhausen. Let's see what he can see. He's also saving some fuel, as I can hear. Letting the car idle a bit before braking. Not adding gas, not braking a lot, just coasting a bit. I guess it's a good strategy. I think one of the best warning combinations on track. You really have to nail this. You want to win a race here, you have to take as much of the curves as you can. He's already weaving on track. That he doesn't do it too much though. As the car can get unstable, but he seems quite confident. And now, going through the finish straight, finishing in P1 once again. And P2, Valerio. P. Stefan Visser. Well, I guess we repeated the podium. What a great group picture. That is, and the BMW. Taking the podium run. Save the replay, sorry guys. What a great race. I'm out of words. Also, this year took Chevy home in P4, May Paranape P5, Ollie Shefford, P6, Vedas 7. So, thank you for the drivers for being here, and I hope that we can get some interviews. Let's see. Can we get some interviews? Ollie Shefford lost power when turned his traction control off. He asks if it's normal. No, it's not. And Justin Manhausen says top speed wasn't the best. Then Ollie Shefford. Then my brake was messed up. Kept braking. Oh, yeah, it happened to me as well. It's you have to plug your brakes out and in again, and it sucks because then you have to rejoin the race. Wanhausen, congratulations, buddy, says Chinmay Pranyape. Wanhausen, king of GT4, says Ollie Shefford, and he says thank you guys. You can get him for an interview. Also, while we are getting to the interview,
Go.
I'll quit ACC. And that means that he'll be leading the championship. 52 points. Maybe... Did he get the fastest lap? That's a great question. I do not know. Let's see if anyone... Oh, wait, I'm in the NASCAR Cup briefing. Okay, well, I guess that's why no one's here. Okay, so we are here at the interviews, and I think I'll be starting with Justin Wanhausen. If he can put his hand up, I'll drag him onto the podium. Race hand is disabled. Now, try now. Thank you. Okay. So, hello,
Hello.
hello, and welcome, Justin Manhausen. How are you today?
Yeah, really good, man. Really good.
Did a great weekend. Uh, I think took pole, but we had technical issues, so we couldn't see qualifying. Not even me. And then got 2 race wins. I guess
Yeah, it
you,
was really tough the second one because my top speed was not very good, so it was really hard to overtake him. But I got it done in the end, so I'm very happy.
yeah, we saw, and it was a great battle. You were going side by side in the last laps of battling each other, and it was just great to see.
Yeah, thank you very much.
You
It
you
was
really
a great experience as well.
you really showed us some racing masterclass. And if not in the GT3s, I guess you can be the champion of GT4s. Thank you,
Yeah, maybe, who knows?
thank you, and good luck on the GT3s as well. I hope you're racing,
Yes, I am, just not next week or
not
next
next week.
weekend,
Okay, okay. You can
but I'll
still
be
pick up
back
some great
the
points.
weekend after.
Yeah, you can still pick up some great points there, and hope to see you next week then. See you
Yes,
and have a good one. Thank you for racing. Hope you enjoyed it.
yes, thank you as well.
Okay, and now, uh, I hope to see Chinmay Paranyape on the podium. Well, hello Paranyape. We've seen you race in the GT3s. You were always consistent. Uh, you were taking home
Yeah,
constantly P8. Yeah, yeah. And and now you couldn't get P8, so you aimed for something higher. You got P5, I think, in both races.
first P4 and then
P
P5.
P4 and P5. Yes, sorry.
Yes,
So how are you feeling today?
that was a good race. I mean, the GT4 cars are fun to drive as well. They are difficult to handle, but yeah, it's fun.
I mean, yeah, they are quite different to GT3s. They are a bit slower. Takes a bit more technique to drive, but they looked fun. They looked
Yeah,
like little go-karts
yes,
pushing around each other.
yeah.
So I hope
But
you
they
enjoyed
were
it.
fun with Ollie,
Yeah, yeah,
but
yeah.
he had some issues in both races. So maybe next time.
Yeah, thank you for being here. And I just saw Ollie Shefford stepping into line into the interview, so I think we'll be moving on to him. Thank you for being here and hope you enjoyed it.
Thank you for the race, as always.
You and have a nice week. Now, moving on to Ollie Shefford. If you could put up your hand, I'll drag you onto the podium. Okay, let's see. Can we talk to him as well? Hello, Ollie Shefford. You were running great in the first race, but in the second one, you said you had some problems with your traction control and then losing power. Can you hear us? Okay. Hello? Okay, so yeah, I don't think he can speak, but I hope he can write down what he wants to say. Or it may be just a mic setup issue. We'll wait for a few seconds, a few moments. Okay, he left. Then thank you very much, everyone, for being here on this race weekend. Thank you, Malv, for cheap views on Steam. Boo. I don't think I'll need them, but thank you for the offer. And Valerio said that he wrote to me. Yes, I'll just check. Did you write to me? I cannot really see your message. I'll check in. Nope. Maybe on the chat. Guys, I'm not coming to the interview since I can't speak English. Anyway, it was a great race, a great battle in race 1, and 2 was much more fun. Yeah, we saw. Too bad for a couple of mistakes in braking, but we'll make up for it next time. Congratulations to the winner, and see you next time. Thank you, Valerio, and thank you for writing something at least. And I hope you had a great race weekend as well. So, at last, thank you for being here, everyone, and hope to see you next time. We'll be having Porsche Cup on Wednesday, so stay tuned for that, as there'll be equal cars, no traction control, and more driver skill involved. So let the best man win, and see you on Wednesday.